Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of our podcast. We're really glad you're here because today we're talking about something that has completely changed the creative industry over the last few years. If you've opened YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, or LinkedIn recently, you've probably seen AI-generated images, AI videos, AI voices, AI music, and even AI influencers. Some people are excited, others are worried. Some believe AI will unlock a new era of creativity, while others think it's replacing the human touch that makes great content memorable. So today's big question is, can AI actually replace human creativity? Or is it simply giving creators better tools?
I love this topic because creativity has always been considered one of the most human skills. For a long time, we believed that AI could automate repetitive tasks, analyze data, or write code, but creativity felt different. Now AI can generate artwork, write stories, create music, edit videos, and even produce entire marketing campaigns in minutes. Naturally, people ask whether creativity itself is becoming automated. Personally, I don't think AI is replacing creativity. I think it's changing how creativity happens.
Let's start with something we've both noticed. Creating content used to require a whole team. If you wanted to launch a YouTube channel, you needed a scriptwriter, a camera operator, a video editor, a graphic designer, maybe a voiceover artist, and someone to manage social media. Today, one person with a laptop can do almost all of that with AI. Is that the biggest change?
I think so. The biggest change isn't that AI creates content. The biggest change is that AI lowers the barrier to creating content. Years ago, technical skills were often the biggest obstacle. Today, ideas matter more than ever because AI can help with many of the technical steps. A creator can brainstorm with ChatGPT, research using Perplexity, organize ideas in NotebookLM, design graphics in Canva AI, generate visuals with Midjourney, and edit videos with Descript or Runway. Instead of replacing creativity, AI removes many of the repetitive tasks that slowed creators down.
But if everyone has access to those tools, won't every channel start to look the same?
That's a real risk. When everyone uses the same prompts and templates, content can become generic. The creators who stand out won't necessarily be the ones using the newest AI tool. They'll be the ones who bring unique experiences, opinions, and stories. AI can imitate styles, but it can't replace your personal journey or perspective.
Let's walk through a practical example. Imagine someone wants to launch a YouTube channel from scratch today. How would AI fit into that process?
I'd start with research. Use Perplexity or ChatGPT to understand the audience and trending topics. Then organize your notes with NotebookLM. For writing, Claude is excellent for long-form scripts, while ChatGPT is great for brainstorming and refining ideas. For visuals, tools like Midjourney, Adobe Firefly, or Canva AI can create thumbnails and graphics. For video generation, Runway, Pika, or Kling AI can produce cinematic clips. Finally, Descript or Captions can edit the video, generate subtitles, and improve audio. The entire workflow becomes faster, but your creative direction still guides every step.
So AI becomes more like a production team than a replacement for the creator.
Exactly. The creator is still the director. AI simply helps execute the vision more efficiently.
Anna, if someone had told me 3 years ago that we could create cinematic videos with AI just by describing a scene in a few sentences, I probably wouldn't have believed them. Today, it's becoming a reality. Every few months, a new AI video tool seems to appear, and each one is more impressive than the last. Do you think AI video generation is one of the fastest moving areas in artificial intelligence?
Without a doubt. If we compare where AI image generation was 2 or 3 years ago to where AI video generation is today, we're seeing a very similar pattern. The quality is improving incredibly fast. Movements are becoming smoother, characters stay more consistent, lighting looks realistic, and videos are much longer than they used to be. The biggest difference is that creators no longer need expensive cameras or large production teams to bring an idea to life.
Let's talk about some of the tools people keep hearing about. One that gets mentioned a lot is Google Veo. Why has it attracted so much attention?
Because Veo produces incredibly realistic videos from simple text prompts. It's designed to understand camera movements, cinematic lighting, realistic physics, and storytelling. Instead of just creating random clips, it tries to create scenes that actually feel like they belong in a movie. That's exciting for filmmakers, advertisers, and YouTubers because it opens up creative possibilities that were once very expensive.
Let's imagine we're creating a YouTube video about AI trends. How could AI help from start to finish?
I'd probably use this workflow. ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas. Perplexity to verify recent information. Claude to polish the script. Google VO or Runway to create cinematic B-roll. ElevenLabs for realistic voiceovers if needed. Descript to edit the podcast audio and video. Canva AI to design the thumbnail. OpusClip to turn the long episode into YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, and TikTok videos. Instead of spending several days producing content, a creator could complete much of the workflow in a fraction of the time.
That doesn't necessarily mean the final result is better. It just means creators can spend more time refining ideas instead of getting stuck on repetitive production work.
Exactly. AI speeds up production, but great storytelling still depends on the creator. A beautiful AI-generated video won't succeed if the story isn't engaging. People remember stories, emotions, and personalities, not just impressive visuals.
One trend that's impossible to ignore is AI avatars. We're seeing more businesses using virtual presenters. What's driving that?
Tools like HeyGen and Synthesia make it possible to create professional videos without being on camera. That's useful for training videos, customer support, internal communication, and educational content. Instead of recording the same presentation multiple times, businesses can update the script and generate a new version in minutes. For global companies, it's even more valuable because the same avatar can present content in multiple languages.
Do you think AI avatars will replace human presenters?
For some use cases, yes. For corporate training or product demonstrations, they make a lot of sense. But for podcasts, interviews, documentaries, or personal brands, I still think audiences connect more deeply with real people. Authenticity is difficult to replicate.
We've seen how AI is changing video production, but visuals have always been a huge part of marketing. A thumbnail, a logo, a product image, or a social media graphic can completely change how people perceive a brand. How has AI changed the design process?
The biggest change is speed. Before AI, creating professional visuals often required a designer, expensive software, and many revisions. Today, creators and businesses can generate ideas in seconds and quickly test different styles. Tools like Midjourney, ChatGPT Images, Adobe Firefly, Leonardo AI, Ideogram, Recraft, and Canva AI have made design much more accessible.
Let's talk about some practical examples. How could a small business use these tools?
A small online store could use AI to create product mockups, advertising images, social media posts, packaging concepts, website visuals. For example, instead of hiring a photographer for every product variation, AI can help create different backgrounds, environments, and marketing concepts.
What about YouTube creators?
For creators, thumbnails are extremely important. AI tools can help generate thumbnail ideas, attention-grabbing visuals, backgrounds, characters, design variations. But the creator still needs to understand psychology. A beautiful image is not enough. The thumbnail needs curiosity, emotion, and a clear message. AI gives creators more options. But creativity is choosing the right option. The future belongs to people who combine AI speed with human taste and storytelling.
Anna, creating content is only half the battle. Many creators can make good videos, but they struggle with getting discovered. How is AI changing YouTube growth?
AI is becoming a powerful assistant for every stage of the YouTube process. Creators can use AI to understand audiences, discover trends, improve titles, optimize videos, and repurpose content. For example, instead of guessing what viewers want, creators can analyze popular topics, competitor videos, audience questions, search trends. Tools like vidIQ, TubeBuddy, Perplexity, and ChatGPT can help with research and strategy.
What about the video creation process? Where does AI help after the idea is chosen?
AI can help with writing scripts, creating video outlines, improving hooks, generating titles, writing descriptions, creating chapters, finding keywords. For example, a creator can give AI their video topic and ask, create 5 stronger hooks that keep viewers watching in the first 30 seconds. That can dramatically improve retention.
Short-form content is also huge now. How does AI help creators turn one video into many pieces of content?
This is one of the biggest opportunities. Tools like OpusClip, Submagic, and Descript can analyze long videos and identify the strongest moments. A 1-hour podcast can become YouTube Shorts, TikTok videos, Instagram Reels, LinkedIn clips. AI helps creators distribute content across multiple platforms. Instead of creating more content, creators can maximize the value of what they already create. The future isn't only about producing faster. It's about creating smarter systems. AI can help creators spend less time on repetitive tasks and more time developing ideas, stories, and relationships with their audience.
But with everyone using AI, standing out becomes even harder.
That's the key point. AI can help you create content, but your unique perspective is what makes people stay. The tool creates the opportunity. The creator creates the connection.
Anna, this is probably the question that creates the most discussion. We've seen AI write articles, create images, edit videos, and even produce entire marketing campaigns. So the big question is, will AI replace creative professionals?
I think the answer is more complex than a simple yes or no. AI will replace some tasks, but replacing entire creative careers is a different story. For example, a designer who spends hours creating simple variations of a social media banner may see that work automated. A writer who only produces basic articles may face more competition. A video editor doing repetitive cuts may use AI to speed up the process. But creativity is not just production. Creativity is understanding people, emotions, strategy, and storytelling. The value is moving from execution to direction. Think about a movie director. A director doesn't personally operate every camera or edit every frame. Their value comes from vision. The same thing is happening in marketing and content creation. The best creators will become directors of AI-powered workflows.
Let's take a copywriter as an example. How does AI change that profession?
A copywriter who only writes basic product descriptions may struggle. But a copywriter who understands customer psychology, brand voice, storytelling, persuasion, strategy, becomes even more valuable. AI can generate words. Humans create meaning.
So the future professional is not someone competing against AI. It's someone who knows how to use AI better than others.
Exactly. The strongest creators will combine human creativity plus AI efficiency. They will use AI for speed, but humans will provide ideas, taste, decisions, originality. Many people are afraid of AI, but maybe the bigger risk is refusing to adapt. Every major technology change has created fear, but the people who learned how to use new tools usually gained the biggest opportunities. AI is not removing creativity. It's expanding what one person can create.
Anna, we've talked about many different AI tools today, but I think the biggest value comes when these tools work together. Instead of using AI randomly, creators and businesses need a system. So if someone wanted to build an AI-powered creative studio today, where would they start?
The first step is understanding that AI works best as a workflow. You don't need 50 different tools. You need the right tools connected to the right tasks. A simple AI creative studio could have several parts. 1. Research and strategy. The first stage is understanding the market. Tools like Perplexity for research, ChatGPT for brainstorming, Claude for deeper analysis, NotebookLM for organizing information, can help answer questions like, who is the audience? What problems do they have? What topics are trending? What are competitors doing?
So before creating content, AI helps you understand what content is worth creating.
Exactly. The biggest mistake creators make is producing content before understanding the audience. 2. Content creation. The next stage is production. For scripts, ideas, and writing, ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini can help develop content. But the creator should still add personal experience and opinions. 3. Visual production. For images and videos, Midjourney, ChatGPT Images, Adobe Firefly, Runway, Pika, Kling AI can help create professional visuals. A small business can now test creative ideas that previously required a full production team. 4. Voice and editing. For audio and video editing, ElevenLabs, Descript, Captions, OpusClip can help create podcasts, videos, and short-form content. A single long podcast can become dozens of smaller pieces.
This is where the idea of one person acting like a company becomes interesting.
Exactly. A creator today can potentially have an AI researcher, an AI writer, an AI designer, an AI video editor, an AI social media assistant, an AI analytics assistant, all working together.
Let's make this practical. Imagine someone wants to launch a new online brand. How would an AI workflow look?
First, AI researches the market. Second, AI helps define the customer. Third, AI creates branding concepts. Fourth, AI generates product images. Fifth, AI creates social media content. Sixth, AI helps write emails and advertisements. Seventh, AI analyzes results and suggests improvements. The human founder focuses on the important decisions. What is the vision? What does the brand represent? Who are we helping? AI handles acceleration, but humans provide direction. That is the future. Not humans versus AI. Humans with AI.
Anna, we've talked about what AI can do today, but let's take a step back and imagine where all of this could take us. If AI continues developing at this speed, what does creativity look like 5 years from now?
I think creativity becomes much more interactive and personalized. Imagine watching a series where the story changes depending on your interests. Or learning from an AI teacher that adapts the lesson specifically to the way you learn. Or watching an advertisement where the message, language, visuals, and offer are automatically personalized for you. We're moving from one piece of content for millions of people toward potentially millions of variations of content for individuals.
What about entertainment? Could AI eventually create entire movies?
I think AI-generated films will become increasingly sophisticated. You could eventually describe a story, define the characters and visual style, and have AI help generate scenes, dialogue, music, voices, and editing. But I don't think that means traditional filmmaking disappears. Instead, filmmaking becomes more accessible. Someone with a great story but a small budget may be able to create something that previously required millions of dollars. The biggest change might not be that AI creates better movies. It might be that more people get the opportunity to create them.
If we look back at everything we've discussed today, there seems to be one common theme. AI isn't simply becoming a better tool, it's becoming part of the entire creative process. From research, to ideas, to scripts, to images, to video, to editing, to distribution, and even analytics.
Yes, and I think the biggest mistake would be focusing only on individual tools. People ask, what's the best AI video generator? What's the best AI writing tool? What's the best image generator? Those are useful questions, but they're not the most important ones. The better question is, what am I trying to create, and how can AI help me create it better?
That's a much more powerful way of thinking. Because 6 months from now, the tools we're discussing today may have changed. But the ability to think creatively, understand an audience, tell stories, and build systems will remain valuable.
Exactly, and that's why I don't think the future belongs to AI alone. It belongs to people who know how to combine human creativity with artificial intelligence.
Anna, this was such a great conversation. We started with a simple question: can AI replace human creativity? And I think the answer is much more interesting than yes or no. AI can replace parts of the creative process. It can make production dramatically faster. It can give one person capabilities that once required an entire team. But the human idea behind the content still matters.
Absolutely. Use AI to experiment. Use it to move faster. Use it to explore ideas you couldn't easily explore before. But don't let the technology remove your own voice. Because in a world where everyone has access to powerful AI, your perspective may become your greatest competitive advantage.
And that's a perfect place to end today's episode. Thank you so much for spending time with us. We hope this conversation gave you some new ideas about where AI and creativity are heading. Until next time, stay curious, keep creating, and keep experimenting with AI. And remember, you don't need to predict the future. You can start building it. We'll see you in the next episode. Take care, everyone.